Hello, I'm Shukla Choudhury and welcome to my online class. In my last video, I told you how to score marks in essay writing or composition writing. I also enhanced upon the fact that you must be aware about the type of the composition before you proceed with your essay writing. Today, we will talk about and discuss the types of composition. Composition in English writing is broadly classified into various categories for the convenience of its style and understanding. You must give a proper shape, style, size, and beauty to your essay if you want to score good marks in essay or composition. Actually, the classification of compositions is attributed to various features, and no classification or no composition can be termed as strictly belonging to a particular category. The dominance of a particular trait tilts or pushes a composition into a special category, while the other features of some other composition category may take a recessive seat. For instance, if you are attempting a descriptive composition, it's quite natural that you will take some or you can take some points from your narrative composition, but they should be hidden. To tackle a composition, emphasis should be given to various features of that particular category with a positive manner. Now, the types of composition. Number 1, descriptive. The name itself is self-explanatory. You can well understand from the name itself that it means describing. And while you describe, you must pay attention even to the most minute factor of your essay or situation or personal, whatever it is written in your question paper. Now, while describing, no minute details should be omitted. You can even use certain kind of comparisons with associative factors, but the description is most important in order to strengthen your essay inwardly and to maintain a certain quality, which is so essential for scoring marks. Number 2, narrative. What's a narrative composition? Narrative composition is primarily a statement of narration of some events in a comprehensive manner. It's somewhat like storytelling also. You keep on narrating one event after another event, and for that the plot should be very strong. Keep a very strong plot so that the narration and the events, they follow each other spontaneously. Keep a beautiful illustration and keep your characters very lively. Similarly, the events that follow each other in a very natural manner should be very lively. Should avoid the monotonous kind of event and make your events look or follow each other in a very natural and spontaneous manner, and that can happen if you keep your plot very tight and slowly you move towards the destination of your essay, narrating one event after another event. You reach that goal, that point of the conclusion, because in narrative composition, reaching the conclusion is very important. Next, discussive. The name suggests that you discuss. So here you have some pros and some cons. It's somewhat related to argumentative kind of composition, but it's not that actually. Though both in argumentative and discussive we have this element of for and against, but it's a bit different from argumentative. We will come to argumentative essay in the later stage of our video. Now, for the discussive essays, it's very important that you have a persuasive character, a good vocabulary to discuss, to persuade, and whether you are choosing for, whether you are choosing against, you must be able to persuade your examiner or your reader your points. For that, authenticity is most important. You have to be authentic and then you prove your points. In this case, idioms or proverbs won't help you much. What will help? Yes, your authentic vocabulary and your complete control over the situation, whether it's pros, whether it's cons. There must be a balance. It is debatable by nature, and so the convincing skill is very important. In order to grow convincing skill, you must read your pieces, different kind of essays, and must have enough points with you to convince either for or against. Now, we come to expository composition. In this case, you must know the meaning. The theme of the topic must be crystal clear. You must know the degree, the limit. There's a limit in this kind of essay. You simply can't write and write. You must know the degree to which you can go. You must know the limits which you cannot cross, and you have to stay within that, giving facts and having proper amount of information without deviating your reader to some other direction. You deviate and you lose marks. Carefully analyze the subject, the theme, the degree, the limitations within which you have to move. And then you can use some anecdotes, some experience, some very personal incidents which you can relate to the topic. That's expository is all about. Illustrations are equally important in all the kind of essays. And while writing essay, keep one thing in your mind, whether it's essay or any kind of composition, that you must go with close proximity with your heading and your topic. And now, while you prepare these 4, I will come again next week with the last 4. See you next week.